as Tron felt lucky to receive $102,000 offer when she joined the company Sage Interact as a business analyst in April 2020. But that feeling didn't last. It got many people in the Patreon or who I've coached who want to be a business analyst, a data analyst, and so forth. You see that you can become a business analyst and you can be making $102,000. Maybe you're making only 60 right now. That's a big jump. When she checked her salary on Glassdoor 2 years later, she said her wage was in the bottom half of what people were making at the company. It seemed that new hires arriving since she first joined were scoring significantly higher pay and titles than current employees as a result of increasingly competitive recruiting landscape and skyrocketing market pay rates, a problem that reached critical mass since the so-called Great Resignation. So when Boreas Tron saw a former colleague post a job opening at the software company NVIDIA, she didn't hesitate to apply. She landed the job as a data scientist in December 2021, and her salary jumped by 30%. Guys, I'm gonna tell you again. If you don't like what you're being paid, put yourself out there on the market. Be like Brother Cabito, who's like, you know what? Antoine says, let me go and test this market because I could be getting paid more money. Apply. What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna say no? What's the best thing that's gonna happen? You're gonna land a job and be making 30% more, 50% more, 100% more. If you're not happy with the salary that you're making, it's on you to fix that. How can you fix that? Ask for more inside your company. How can you fix that? Put yourself out there on the market. Apply for jobs. Apply for jobs. She did it. Landed a job, 30% more. 30% more. Boreas Tron's story is just one example of how the Great Resignation is paying out in the tech industry. Current and former employees at firms as big as Google, Amazon, and Microsoft tell Insider they feel undervalued and underpaid. And with companies holding bigger budgets for new hires than raises and still struggling to adjust compensation, employees are finding that switching companies is the best way to score better pay. For some tech workers, making a switch has allowed them to more than double their salaries. Some said they highlighted their skills to move into higher paying roles in their field, where others pointed out it's a great time to tap into your network or get recruited. I'm telling you like this, guys. I'm telling you like this. I get hit every single day by a recruiter to run a sales organization. I get tapped on the shoulder every single day by tech recruiters to run sales organizations. And I'm gonna tell you like this, these aren't roles that are paying $100,000. These are roles with OTEs of $350,000. If you don't know what OTE is estimated earnings, right? It's if you were to hit your sales quota and based on your base salary, this is how much you can earn. And I'm telling you like this, it pops up every single day in my LinkedIn, tapped on the shoulder, Antoine, would you consider this? Would you consider this? No, I'm not ready for that. I don't want to do that. But the point of me saying that is that tech companies are recruiting talent and they're willing to pay you a lot of money. So open yourself up to the opportunities, guys, if you're not happy with how much money you're being paid. Open yourself up to the opportunities. All right, let's continue on. Tech workers are being recruited more often than ever, making networking easier. Tech hiring is drastically increasing with the recruiting analytics from Data People telling Insider that the tech job posts nearly doubled to 900,000 in 2021. Meanwhile, the firm says the average number of available applicants shrank by 25% because some of us don't have skills. And I'm trying to tell you guys, if you're working in the warehouse and you think working in the warehouse is a career, you should be switching over to tech. You can become part of the pool of resources. Let me say that again because I stuttered over myself. You could become part of the pool of tech resources, making a killing. Something that your mom didn't do, something that your dad didn't do, something that your uncle didn't do, because if they did, they would have told you that you can be making a lot of money in tech. Matter of fact, I was in the airport the other day, and there was high school students who just had competed in DECA, whatever that is. I forgot what DECA is, but it's the high school national conference on all sorts of stuff. And there were some guys that were in front of me from Wisconsin, and I knew they were from Wisconsin because one of the guys had a cow hat on, and it said DECA Wisconsin and blah, blah, blah. So I got in a quick conversation with them, and, you know, they were talking, before I got in the conversation, they were talking about how, you know, their fathers worked for AT&T and tech, and they were saying all sorts of stuff that I just thought was completely just erroneous, right? But they don't know. They're young kids that just had no idea, no clue, because their mom and dad probably didn't tell them, or their mom and dad wasn't making a whole bunch of money. But anyway, they were talking about, you know, how these positions make more money than these positions. And I'm just like, and they were talking about like $100,000, right? I'm talking about, oh, my dad makes like 170. I'm like, man, your dad is making some good money in my head. But if he's making $170,000, there's levels to this shit, bro. Like, maybe you should be talking to somebody who's making $500,000 if you want to potentially be there. Nothing wrong with your dad making 170. That is absolutely fine, and that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, but there's levels to it. And there's levels to it. And that's the reason why I think many of us don't strive to hit those higher salaries, because nobody in our families have done it. And nobody in our families had said that you can do it. Well, I'm telling you as Uncle Antoine today that you can fucking do it. You can do it. And I've shown that you can do it. And I've shared it with you that you can do it. If I can do it, I know you can do it. If I can do it, I'm going to tell you like this. If I can do it, I know you can do it. All right, but let's continue on. Tech workers are being recruited more often than ever, making networking easier. Tech hiring is drastically increasing with the recruiting analytics. I read that already. I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry. As a result, employees at top companies say they're being recruited more than ever, and that hiring process have gotten easier. And after responding to a recruiter's LinkedIn message, for example, one former employee at a well-known big tech company was able to double his salary from $200,000 to $400,000. Guys, after responding to a recruiter's LinkedIn message, for example, one former employee for a well-known big tech company was able to double his salary from $200,000 to $400,000, guys. Damn! What's more, he said the interview process was easier than ever. He asked to remain anonymous because the company didn't authorize him to speak with the press. I'm gonna tell you like this, guy. Matter of fact, many of you guys just, you don't believe that people are getting opportunities. I'm gonna just give you guys access to, you know, a quick messages that I get from recruiters almost on a daily basis, right? Of, you know, different positions, right? Different positions and so forth that overachieve on their 300K OTE, right? These are positions where people are literally coming my way saying, Antoine, you know, we want to give you this job. We want to set up time with you, blah, 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 300, 350 on some of these roles to run sales organizations, right? High growth. These come in just about every single day, guys. Every single day. 300, 350K OTE, right? We're not talking about, you know, $100,000. We're talking about a little bit more than that.